In Article 1254, when the payment cannot be applied in accordance with the preceding rules, or if application cannot be inferred from other circumstances, the debt which is most onerous to the debtor among those due shall be deemed to have been satisfied. If the debts due are of the same nature and burden, the payment shall be applied to all of them proportionately.
What if there arises a circumstance wherein no application of payment is made between the debtor and creditor? This is where the provisions of Article 1254 acts upon. It states that when no application cannot be conferred from other circumstances, the debt which is most onerous to the debtor among those due shall be deemed to have been satisfied. For example, Al owes the following debts to Shen. Debt A, 3,000 pesos due on September 30. Debt B, 1,500 pesos due on October 7. Debt C, 10,000 pesos with 10% annual interest due on October 15. And lastly, Debt D, 5,000 pesos resulting from the negligence of Al on Shen's personal belonging due on October 17. Suppose that on October 16, Al paid Shen but only up to 10,000 pesos. Since there is no application of payment made between the two of them, payment will be applied to the most onerous debt among those due, which are only debt A, B, and C. The most onerous or burdensome among them is the interest-bearing debt, which is debt C, because if it is not foreclosed, it will only continue to earn an interest payable. But what if we cannot identify which weight of debt is more onerous? Let us look into another situation. We can see that the same problem still applies, but now with the inclusion of debt D, which is 15,000 secured by a mortgage among those debts that are due. We cannot determine which between the interest-bearing debt and the debt secured by a mortgage is most onerous, for they are of the same nature and burden. In situations like this, the application of payment is made proportionately. Let us look into this table. In this solution, we calculate the proportional payment for the two debts by multiplying the amount paid by the amount due minus total amount of onerous debts. So for debt C, 10,000 multiplied by the value of 10,000 divided by 25,000 is equal to 4,000 pesos. For debt D, 10,000 multiplied by the value of 15,000 divided by 25,000 is equal to 6,000 pesos. The outstanding balance is computed by deducting the proportional payment from the amount of debt due. For debt C, we have 10,000 minus 4,000 is equal to 6,000 pesos. While for debt D, 15,000 minus 6,000 is equal to 9,000 pesos. This kind of situation is also highlighted in the second paragraph of Article 1254 that states, if the debts due are of the same nature, the payment shall be applied to all of them proportionately.